The girl from high school. One day, my brother and I were discussing the storyline for a script I was writing. I was having a problem figuring out why one particular character would take calls from his high school sweetheart. I wasn't sure if the scenario felt genuine, and so I discussed it with my brother, my reluctant writing partner. He proceeded to explain to me, in no uncertain terms, that the girl from high school can always call. He concluded by saying, "You do know that you are the girl from high school, don't you?" And before I could say another word, he said, "Let's take Donovan and Bobby, your high school beaus. Then there is the list of those with crushes who would take your call because they've been wishing and hoping for the day you would call. Not to mention the prom date who is still wondering how he got to be your date for the prom." We laughed, and laughter is always a good thing. So, okay, let's say that I am the girl from high school. I am here in my hometown where I went to high school for what appears to be an extended period of time. Why aren't they calling? Well, he said, and then he paused. He continued saying, "You are the girl from high school, but you are not the girl from high school who was just breezing through in between meetings or commercial shoots in Boston and New York. You are not the girl from high school who's home from the holidays, the reunion, or a wedding." My mind was happily engaged with something other than my caregiver responsibilities, and so I let him keep talking without interruption. "You are the girl from high school who is back in town to be our mother's caregiver. They remember Ma." "Okay, but—" He spoke in a louder tone to emphasize his point. "They not only remember our mother, but they remember high school. They are not sure whether or not they are allowed to call." As his words went in one ear and immediately out of the other, I was shocked into a momentary reality. Being my mother's caregiver, my world closely resembles that of a teenager, with a curfew and some major chores, just like the girl from high school.